That man was a child. Like, why do you lie about your age? See, now I'm thinking I'm gonna go to fucking jail for being a pervert. Nigga, you were wrong. Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Bumi. Please do subscribe. We are back with another video. I am back with the first episode of my series. My brain got lost there. Uh, Girl chat. I wanted to start off a little bit spicy, and what I think you guys want to know about my life is all things relationship. So if you're keen on watching, let's get to it. So I wanted to start off the video by stating the obvious. I am single. I'm single by choice. I'm single for growth. I'm single for experience. I'm single for self-love. I'm saying this because people have different reasons why they're single. Some are single because they just got off a relationship. Some are single because they want to be celibate. It's like it's different for everyone, and that is my reason why I'm single. Another thing is I've always been the one single person in my group of friends. I do have a small group, so it's nothing big, but I've always been the one to be single. So yeah, everything that I will be talking about right now is either what I personally experienced or seen other people experience and my thoughts on it. I'm gonna start off this video with talking about dating in this generation. It is so bizarre and scary to be in these streets. It is so scary. Like, I just feel like what dating used to be back in the 90s and 80s is so different from what it is now, which I understand, like, we're evolving and whatnot. But it is so brutal. Like, I cannot, it's like the thought of me jumping back or jumping into the streets or jumping into wanting to be a relationship, opening up my emotions, myself, my energy to people who just gonna like downright dog me. I cannot. I can like, girl, I cannot. Which is another reason why I'm still single. Is dating right now is not what I want for me. Like the stories I be hearing or seeing is just people just cheat as a sport at this time. Like it should be an extreme sport because it's so played out. It's like fucking crazy. I can't even fathom thinking about it. So if you're dating now, good luck to you. It's not for me. I can't deal. I feel like when I think of dating and I think of how people are dating now, it's different from what I want to experience when I do start like dating continuously. Is it continuously? Can't find the word. But I feel like it's different from what I want to experience. I want the 80s, the 90s, 70s type of love where you are quartered, you are like princess treatment. I want that, and my friends always say that I'm high maintenance, which I accept. I am high maintenance. When I think of a guy approaching me, I think of him being respectful. I think of him um, being emotionally available. I think of him being not just there for a front, but there for a reason. I want growth. I'm not dating just to date. I don't wanna date someone today. Next week I'm dating another person. I can't do that. I can't give off that much emotion. Which is another thing. I have had this thing that I do when I meet people, and I put up a front, and it's a protective front. It's not me being rude or being snacks or something. It's me protecting my peace. I show people what people want to see. I will not come off as showing my authentic self, which was very hard. When I even with my YouTube, I'm out of topic. Even with my YouTube, when I started, I wanted to be very private. I just wanted to like shoot content to make it look cute, like go somewhere. I didn't want to show too much emotion. But when I started this year and I was making my mood board, I made it a point to add self care, self love, self honesty, which people do not normally talk about. I think you have to be honest with yourself, with who you are, who you want to be, what you want in life. And self-honesty is what I think I want to portray for the rest of my life. Starting with my YouTube, I'm kind of being more open to you guys, showing more, being my most authentic self. Which is also another reason why I started these girl chats series thing, is so that we can have more discussions, talk more, be real more, and all of that. And I've been doing this for a while. So if a guy would approach me, I I judge. Oh, also another thing, I'm a judge. I judge you from the minute you start approaching. The walk towards me is me analyzing everything about you, and I will literally take every or cross everything that you've not taken, cross everything that I don't want before you even say hi to me. And some people might portray that as being high maintenance, or like bitchy, or you know what not. Like people can point up different ways. I just feel like it's me protecting myself. So once I've crossed everything that's on my list in my head, and you say hi to me, I'm gonna reply back, obviously. But sometimes I'm just replying just to be polite, and I'm like, fuck you, nigga, go away from me. I don't want to talk to you. And I'm laughing about it now, thinking that I'm such a. I'm sorry to say, I'm not being rude to myself or self-doubting or whatnot, but I do come off as being bitchy, because I cannot tolerate snaps people. Like I was saying before, dating in this generation is fucked up, because when someone approach you, they don't approach you with honesty. They make it seem like they want a relationship. They make it seem like they want long term, when in all honesty they just want to smash. And I'm not about that. I'm about not saying that I want to do it once I find my husband and I'm married and whatnot. I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying that once we talk for a week that I'm gonna smash you. No, some people even do one night stands. Kudos to you if you want to do that. It's not my type of vibe. I'm very protective of my energy, and I feel like if you're jumping from one person to another into more people, you are feeding off of their energy and taking their spirits and one. It's a whole different type of thing that I'm just not into. So once a person comes to me with that kind of vibe and I can see it, I'm just like, stay away from me. So I'm high maintenance. I want someone to be respectful, to dress a certain way, to talk to me a certain way. I also don't like pickup lines. So when someone says a pickup line, I'm like, bitch, get the fuck away from me. Who you think you are? I totally hate pickup lines. I hate it when they try to touch you. Like, why are you touching me? I hate when people I don't know want to hug or touch my hand, or even just shaking. I leave it to me introducing myself when I'm doing an interview or meeting like a potential boss or something. I will not just touch someone that I don't know. I hate it. I also hate how they walk. Walks are very, very, very specific. You know, there are certain walks. There's this bouncy one, Mr. Cocky, get away from me. There is the sway, like swaggy kind of vibe. That's snob, snob. Get away from me. And then let's not forget the fuckboy walk. That's the biggest one. I hate it so much. Just stay away from me. I'm judging. I'm a judger. Just know if you're approaching me, I've already judged you and I'm done, and it's done with. So I don't think dating's for me. I feel like dating is very broad. Being in a relationship is another story. And I always say this, when my mom was asking, do you have a boyfriend? And are you dating? Or what we call as umcholo in South Africa. When she asked, I'm just like, no. I feel like people date for fun. I don't want to date. I want to be in a relationship. I want to, not saying that dating is a bad thing, but I don't want umcholo. I don't want that fun. We're doing this now, and next week you're gonna be with someone else, and I'll accept that. No. Also, cheatings and either be physical or emotional. Hate it. I do not trust anyone who even associates with someone who's cheated before. I will never talk to you. If you say you've cheated on a previous relationship, just know you're not gonna be in good book in my good books. Carol, I feel like I'm talking to someone. Are we dating? YouTube, are we dating? I've always seen relationships as a distraction, as a like. I feel like being in a relationship is very. It's like a job, and you have to be committed to it. It's like a baby, also. Like you have to be committed to it. You have to nurture it. You have to help it grow and become stronger and all of that. And some people just they don't focus on that. They just love what it will give them, whereas they don't give back. So that's another thing. A lot of people are like takers. They take, and they don't give back. And I am a big taker, but I'm also a big giver. So being focused on a relationship right now is not what I want, because I'm so focused on everything else. I'm focused on my growth. I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on experiencing life. Like 20s are for experiencing, they are for exploring. And when you are always in a relationship, you lose focus on yourself, you lose focus on your goals. And what I advocate the most is self-growth, which does not require you to be in a relationship. A lot of people I have met or seen on social media platforms or even outside associate themselves with who they are with. They when you talk to someone, let's say I'm talking to my friend, I don't have a friend like this. I'm just making an example. And you ask them what are your goals in life, and the first thing they say is their partner is doing this, or me and my partner are gonna do this, or I wanna get married, or I wanna have children. Not saying it's a bad thing. I feel like that's not the only thing you should focus on. And a lot of people, I've been seeing 18-year-olds saying that they're getting married. 18 years old? Oh, what the fuck was I doing? Oh, yeah, I know. I was stuck in matric trying to pass and get into university. These girls are getting married. Baffles me. Baffles me. Wanted to, touch on princess treatment. It's such a thing that people just post for fun now, and some people don't really understand what it means when you say princess treatment. And they say they want princess treatment, but they don't treat themselves as princesses. It bothers me a lot. I believe that I am of deserving abundance love. I am of deserving queen treatments, not princess treatment. Princess treatment is for my daughter or prince or whatnot. It's not for me. I deserve queen treatment, which means respecting your partner, being loyal to them, or just being your best version of yourself coming into a relationship. It helps build the relationship a lot. When people come with their glasses half full and they expect another person to fill that glass up, it bothers me. Like, what are you thinking? It will sink even lower. It won't grow. It won't have any self like wealth. It's just it's gonna sink. The ship will sink. So I advise that you just stay single if you have your glass half full. Love yourself before jumping into a relationship. It's just my number one rule. My worst date, or not even a worst date, my worst my worst dating experience, I will say, was of recent. I had a thought. I was watching TikTok. Yeah, I was watching TikTok, and I had seen this girl saying that she found her love of her life on a dating app, and she said the dating app. And I don't even remember. I think it was Badu, Bumble, something like that. It started with a B though. Um, and she said she found her love of life. The man she's always dreamed of. He ticked every box. He was respectful. He treated her like a queen. They have kids together. They've been married a certain period of time, and they're so in love and so happy. And I know, like on Instagram and TikTok, that we see a side, like a certain piece or part of the relationship. We don't see everything, the struggles and whatnot. I get that, but when she said that, and I was like, maybe I'm not finding. I thought that maybe I'm not finding my Mr. Right, like how you'd normally do, like the normal way, like at a coffee shop or by the street, so school and whatnot. I thought maybe because I'm not it's not going well on that side or department. Let me try this other side, the online dating and finding people and whatnot. So I created a profile and I was on the dating app for 12 hours. 12 hours. I have never been so stressed in my entire life. You have to look at so many profiles and it's like it feels like I'm interviewing people for a job. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so weird. And people lie. They lie so much and then they feed you what you think you want to hear and they feed you and they feed you and you taking it in. You're like, oh my god, this guy's perfect. And then when the disappointment hits, it's the worst. My worst dating app experience was this guy. He we I think we matched. I think that's what you call it. We matched. I don't know. And we talked for a while. Conversation was flowing, and we exchanged numbers, and yeah, everything was fine. And then like I met a few other guys. Some are very 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 provocative and very forward, and I don't like that. So after I had like my sixth or seventh provocative comment on this fucking dating app, I deleted it. That's why it took me 12 hours to delete it. However, I'd forgotten that me and this guy had exchanged numbers. So we started talking outside of the app on WhatsApp. We were texting back and forth. And, he was putting game. He's a great texter. And I was putting in efforts to also be a great texter, which was very hard for me because, like I said before, I'm not good at texting. I'm not a texter. So he was like texting, we're texting back and forth. And then the lies started. I didn't notice until, when you're talking to someone and you're texting, and then you're like, okay, now I want to hear how this man sounds, because that's like a major key. You have to know how you guys sound. Like, will I like the sound of his voice, And he said the first word. He said the first word. I wanted to cry tears. That man was a child. That man was a child. Like, why do you lie about your age? See, now I'm thinking I'm gonna go to fucking jail for being a pervert. Nigga, you were wrong. But worst dating app experience and never again. And my other online dating experience was on Instagram. We met like way before, like 2019, I think, and we talked on and off throughout the years. But he was very inconsistent, and I took it. I took it as this is the best I could do because who else is gonna give me this much energy? And it was so wrong of me. I feel like I was so weak. And I say this whenever I think about the situation is I've never felt so weak in my entire life than how I felt when I was in situationships or if I was talking to someone. Which leads back to the reasons why I am single is because these boys ain't right. These boys ain't loyal. These boys are cheaters. These boys are. That's all I gotta say. And yeah, it's just dating has been very hard for me. Like when I meet someone, also I do try to communicate better. I do try to open up now that I am openly trying to. Because I'm 23 now. I feel like my cutoff point is like 20, 27. I need to start having babies by 27. That's my mindset. I don't want to have a baby when I'm 30 and whatnot. That's not. I feel like I just want to have a baby while I'm still young. I don't want to be an older mom. So whenever someone asks me, "Are you dating? Are you looking for a husband? Do you want to be married?" I'm like, "No, thank you. I'm just looking for a baby daddy." So once I find my baby daddy, guys, I will do another updated relationship girl chats kind of vibe thing. Yeah, I will end off this every girl chats. I will end it off with words of advice. My advice for this video is to love yourself. Find out who you are before you jump into relationships. That boy is not worth your tears. What other advice should I? You're a bad bitch. Okay, so this is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to be updated whenever I upload. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you on my next curl chat and my next video. Yeah, see you on my next one. Bye guys.